Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. In the name of the creator of this universe, let's have the lecture on nouns and their functions in a sentence. First of all, the question arises, what are the nouns? Nouns are the parts of speech. But again, the question is there, what are the parts of speech? Whether there is some distinction, whether we can recognize them, how can we make the distinction between them? Now, we need to know before going through nouns, we need to know what are the parts of speech. When we talk about them, parts of speech are the words having similar attribute or characteristics. What does that mean? It means their characteristics, their role, their use in a sentence is similar. What is the result of that? The result of that, they can be replaced by the similar type, by the same type. Suppose, take a look at this example. The boy was talking to me. The boy can be replaced with Ellie. Was can be replaced with is. Talking is replaced with planning. And to me is replaced with him. It means that these words have the similar attributes, similar standing in a sentence. These similar categories of the words which have similar role in a sentence, they are called parts of speech. Suppose if we talk about the boy and the Ellie, they are the nouns because they play the similar role as the boy is playing, as Ellie is playing. Was, is, has the similar function to is. Talking has the similar function to planning. It shows that these words have the similar functions. As we nominated boy and Ellie as a nouns, similarly was, is are the verbs, are auxiliary verbs. Talking and planning are the verbs. To and with are prepositions. Me and him are pronouns. These are the relationships. These are the similar attributes which are the essence of parts of speech. Now, we can understand from this example that the nouns have the similar functions and they can be replaced with each other or one another. Now see, what are the nouns? Nouns are as the name is evident. Nouns are the naming words. What type of name? That can be the name of a person, name of a person. Person can be anyone, generalized, and person can be specific. That is Shahid Afridi, a renowned character of Pakistani team. And this is this noun, person, is indicating that it can be anyone. This is the indication of a common noun. And when we talk about Shahid Afridi, it means that is only the person who is being referred. That is called proper noun. Means that naming words, whenever we talk about the person, that can be a generalized person, that can be a specific person. This word person represents the whole type of the people, like that. Means the category of the persons is represented by this word person. But Shahid Afridi, the word Shahid Afridi, the noun of Shahid Afridi, doesn't indicate that it is some sort of some type of nouns. Rather, it is indicating some specific person. This is the distinction uh, between a common noun or proper noun. Similar, we move forward. Nouns are the naming words of place. Place is where? Any place. Generalized. But place can be Taj Mahal. This is one of the wonders of the world. It is located in India and the symbol of love by a great emperor, Mughal emperor. This is what this is place can indicate any type of the similar thing. The word which indicates the type of a thing is called a common noun. But the noun which is indicating specific place, that is proper noun. These are we are talking about nouns. What are their characteristics? How can we say that it is a noun? Name of person, name of place, and now name of nouns are the naming words of things. Suppose this is a book. This book can be animal. This book, the word book, indicates the whole types of the thing. Means all the things like that are called books. It represents, this book represents all the books of the world. When we talk about Holy Quran, this is the holy scriptures of the Muslims, the sacred one. Now this is what? This is a specific book which we are pointing out, which we are indicating. This is called proper noun. These are the naming words, can be of common noun. Naming words can be of a proper noun. Similarly, nouns can be animals, like sheep. Sheep can be animal. It represents the whole species. It represents the whole type. And when we talk about dolly, that is the result of genetic cloning, after genetic engineering. This word, this is the proper noun. As we opt different names for our pets, this is a similar name has been given to this sheep, that is dolly. So the result is that the naming words can be of animals, they can be generalized, they can be specific, as the dolly indicates. Now, nouns are the naming words of what? Idea or feeling. Idea what? Idea, concept, feeling, feeling of love, feeling of hate, feeling of kindness, honesty. These are the feelings or concepts. Suppose just I have taken the example of feminism. Feminism is the propagation of women rights. That is called feminism. That is symbolized by the gathering of women and raising slogans for their rights. Now, this is not a physical phenomenon. Physically, it is expressed, but the lying behind the concept is that is feminism. This is one idea of feminism. Means this a whole action represents the one idea, one unified concept that is called feminism. Means that is abstract. Totally, it is the mental concept. It is mental construct which indicates some sort of feeling, some sort of idea. That is called noun. Nouns. No. Now we have concluded that Nouns are the naming words of a person, place, thing, animal, or idea or sub-feeling. That is called noun. But this is the very basic concept. But the question arises when we are talking about nouns, the first thing that comes to us that where is noun? Whenever we read out a sentence, we have to find out where is the noun, whether the word written in that particular place is a noun or not. If it is, how it can be changed, how it can be replaced. Definitely, as we have studied in the introduction of the parts of speech, that the similar parts of speech have similar functions. It means that they can be replaced. Suppose if we take a look at these examples, first function of the noun is a subject. That is, the function of a noun is a subject. It is used as a subject. Now, question arises: what is subject? Subject has two connotations, two interpretations. One interpretation is that subject is doer of an action. Doer of an action if there is a verb. But if there is no verb, suppose I say it is very pleasant today, it means there is no verb. This just linking verb is there, but there is no action for which some doer is needed, some which some which somewhat some performer or some person is needed to be expressed. Now, what happens then? How can we say this is a subject? Subject is which is talked about which the whole sentence is. This is another definition of subject. Subject has two interpretation. What is the doer of an action? And other is the thing or person which is talked about which the whole sentence is. Now, the other question is that up till which limit, which boundary the sentence, the subjects end. So then we can conclude that subject, the boundary of subject is before the auxiliary verb or the main verb. Sometimes sentence contain auxiliary verbs, sometimes they have only main verbs, like in present simple or past simple. Now, before that, there is a subject. The rest part of the sentence is called predicate. Is the cause of destruction of man. This is predicate. Now, before that verb, this is the position of the subject. As we are understanding the functions of the nouns, the first function we are going through is that it is used as a subject. Means the word which is in the place of a subject should be a noun. Suppose here two words have been given. Now you have to choose which word is to be used. Pride is the noun and proud is the adjective. Now definitely our choice will be the noun. The pride is the cause of destruction of man. Now again, what is the boundary, what is the limit of the subject? Now, brings beauty, this is the boundary, this is a demarcation of the subject and predicate. Now, question arises, this is the whole phrase. We have to make the distinction of the subject from this phrase. This is subject phrase, this can be a noun phrase. It is also called a subject phrase or noun phrase. Now, the difference of human thoughts. Of human thoughts, this is what adding up to different or difference. Means the main word is either different or difference, because it is the key word about which brings beauty is concerned. As we talked about, subject is what? Doer of an action, and which is talked about which the sentence is. Definitely brings beauty what? Thoughts, a difference of thoughts. Definitely the key word will be the difference of thoughts. Now, what will be the preference? What will be the key word? Whether different will be used or difference will be used. Now find out what is the different categories. Different is adjective, and difference is the noun. What does it manifest? You will come to the conclusion that difference will be used. Why? Because we have studied the nouns will be used in the placement of a subject. Once again, O is the verb, and before that whole subject, and success will be the subject of the sentence. Successful is adjective, and success is the noun, and this is success owes to labor. Are decisive, a decision in time brings. Bring is the main verb, and before brings, this is the subject. And here decisive is adjective, and decision is the noun. Definitely it will be selected. Decision will be selected because it indicates noun. And what about in time? In time is adding up into the noun because it is prepositional phrase which acts as an adjective to the noun. This is the way how to proceed with the right use of English, right use of nouns in a sentence. Definitely, when you are well aware of these, the uses of nouns, you will be able to replace them with different words, with different vocabulary. Another function of the nouns is that is direct and indirect object. Means the primary function is object, and object can be divided into two types. One is the direct and other is the indirect object. Now see, when we are talking about object, means it is the receiver of an action. Suppose here we find, first of all, we have to find out what is the verb in a sentence. See, this is a verb. Now raise a question, who does? Who does the action of give? Subject. And who is the receiver of this action? Ellie and a book. Both are the objects. Now it is a question whether Ellie is necessary for the sentence or book is the necessary for sentence. If we will try it one by one, Mr. Ahmed gave Ali. Whether this sentence will be enough? No. Mr. Ahmed gave a book. Definitely this sentence will be completed. Means to say Ali is not necessary here. Its importance is secondary. Its primary focus is, primary receiver of gave is a book, and the secondary receiver is Ali. That is, the primary receiver is called direct object, as the secondary receiver of the action is indirect object. This is the concept of direct and indirect object, without which sentence can't be completed, that is direct, and without which sentence can be completed, that is indirect. Serving humanity provides man satisfied or satisfaction. Provide is the verb. Who provides? Serving humanity. Subject. Who is being provided. Who is the receiver? Man, object, and satisfied or satisfaction. Definitely, we studied that in the place of object there should be noun. Satisfied is adjective, satisfaction is noun. This is also objective because provides takes two objects, man and satisfaction. Now see which is the direct and which is indirect. If we see provide, satisfaction will be enough. Man is not needed. That is called man is indirect, and satisfaction is direct object. The kind shop owner said the poor grocery items. Now see again, find out first of all verb. Verb is sent, and who sent? Owner. What sent? Grocery items. This is object, and the poor and poor. The poor is a noun, poor is adjective, and definitely this is a place of what? Place of an object, and it should be noun. And definitely it is indirect object because the owner sent grocery items. Confidence brings man. Again, brings is takes two objects. These are the verbs. Also, we can learn that these are the verbs which carry two verbs at the same time. Two objects, sorry. Two objects at the same time. Man, satisfaction. One is the direct, another is indirect. What brings confidence? Confidence is subject. Who is the receiver? Man. And what is the receiver? Satisfaction. Satisfied is what? Adjective. Adjective. And satisfaction is a noun. And we know that nouns should be used in place of an object. Next function of a noun is object of preposition. As the name is evident, it is used as an object after preposition. Whenever preposition is used, it is used as an object of preposition. Now see of the harms of boredom. Now what we observed in the previous slides, that I mentioned the prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase is always found by preposition plus noun. And see that boring is adjective, boredom is noun. Definitely the construct that is made after preposition is a noun. The harms of boredom are excessive. Only an intelligent person can undermine the presence of this is what, and complex is adjective, complexity is the noun. That will be noun. The great man treated me kindly without his preposition, and prejudice is adjective, and prejudice is the noun. Without prejudice, it will be. This is object of preposition. Another function of the noun is complement. Complement means that is completing something. Completing something means that is adding something. Either it can add to a subject. If it is adding into a subject after linking verb, it is called subject complement. If it is adding something to adding meaning to an object, is called object complement. Mr. Ahmad is or looks, that can be similar. Or doctor. Or doctor is completing what? Mr. Ahmad. Now it is adding up to the subject of the sentence. That's why it is called subject complement. That is completing subject. Ellie, she made Ellie happy or happily. Now made Ellie is the receiver. Happy is adding into Ellie. That is called object complement, because made is a verb. Who made? She made. Who's the receiver of made? Ellie. And Ellie is added with the word happy. Now, the question is arises whether in this way, what is the function of happy? Happy, this is an adjective. And what is adding, which word is being qualified with the help of happy? Happy is adding to Ellie. That's why happy is adding to Ellie. That's why it is adjective, and it is complementing object. Complement can be of two types. There are two types of complements. Complement can be nominal complement, means that is noun can be complement, and other type of complement is adjective complement. Adjective can be the complement of a noun, and that can be nominal complement. In both ways, this sentence can be understood. The next example will contain the both options so that you may understand the concept. Consider. Who consider? The parents. What consider? Are of the receiver. Are stupid. Understand that all these verbs which contain the object complement, they may have two possibilities. They may have adjective but never adverb. They may have adjective or may have a noun as a object complement. Suppose now read out the whole sentence with the help of this noun. The parents considered, the parents consider her a stupid person. Our parents consider her stupid. Stupid is the adjective. Whenever we write stupid, it is adjective complement. When we write a stupid person, it is nominal complement. My uncle painted the house red. Painted. Who painted? My uncle. What painted? The house. And this red is indicating adding up to the meaning into the house. This is object complement, but it is adjective. Did the police catch someone stealing? Catch. Who catches? The police. And what is the receiver? Someone. And other is the stealing is adding up to the someone. Someone is the noun or pronoun, and stealing is the adjective. This is what adding up. This is adjective complement. She found her slept. Found. Who found? She. Who is the receiver of finding? Her. And sleeping. Sleeping is adding up to her. This is adjective complement. We started exhibition. Exhibition, worthy or worthiness of mentioning. This is what? Worthy, exhibition, worthy. I told you that adjective can be complement, a noun can be complement. If we have to replace worthy with the help of the display of commodities, this is adding up to the word exhibition. This way can be a nominal complement. In this way, complement can be subject complement, which is adding up to the subject of the sentence, and it can be adjective complement, which can, but adverb cannot be used, which adds up adds to the meanings of a noun. It can be a nominal complement which adds to the meaning of which completes, in other way we can say, which completes the meaning of a noun. So these are the three possibilities which we have gone through. Now move to the next, that is apposition. Apposition means that elaborates the second one. Second noun elaborates the first one. Suppose Zeus, we have to explain Zeus. Who is Zeus? The god of thunder. Rules the Mount Olympus according to Greek mythology. Now, this is the noun. It can be a noun. This elaborating word or elaborating phrase, that is called appository noun or appository phrase. What is the role of it? It elaborates the first noun. And other thing is that the punctuation marks are used after and before these nouns or these phrases. Abdul Qadir, Dr. Abdul Qadir, a nuclear scientist. A nuclear scientist is adding to Dr. Abdul Qadir. This is a phrase which is adding to Dr. Abdul Qadir. And this second noun is opposite of Abdul Qadir. Now, one thing is to be clear that the actual subject of the sentence is only Dr. Abdul Qadir, as it was in the first case, Zeus was the subject. Her bag is very costly. This is the complete sentence. This is subject and this is predicate. Now, what is that? The exhibition, the exhibit of wealth. Her bag is the subject of the sentence, means it is a noun. And what is that? The appository word should also be a noun. Appository word, if it is noun phrase or noun, but it should have a noun. Her bag is a noun, the exhibition is a noun, and exhibit is a verb. Now we'll use only exhibition. Her bag, an exhibition. At Hollywood actors, my favorite is actors, subject, and this is a noun and apposition. This is the subject according to which the verb is used. Have performed their roles beautifully. I appointed Ellie, the DO of the company, a CEO of the company. Ellie is elaborated with the phrase of the DO of the company. The DO is also adding to Ellie, and this is called noun in apposition. The DO is the also a noun, Ellie is also a noun. The one thing is that both the words should be nouns. Both the words should be a noun, like scientist, and this is a proper noun, and scientist is a noun, which should be also be noun. And second thing is that commas are used before and after that. These two points are very important with regard to the use of appository nouns. This another use of a noun is the vocative placement of vocative case. It can also be called vocative case. As cases are also studied differently, vocative, nominative, ergative, and so on. But I have just focused on the use of a nouns in a sentence, rather focusing on all those names. I have just focused on the uses, and with regard to their, not focusing on terminologies of all those nouns, because they may enhance, they may aggravate the complexity of the understanding, complexity of the nouns. So you have to be focused on the functions of a noun, so that you may be able to use those nouns in your own sentences. You may replace the different options. You may replace with the help of, particularly for the beginners who are just at the beginning stage of their writing, they need such sort of things uh, very profoundly so that they may use English well. Now, this is called as it has been derived from vocal, from that it is a vocative. Vocative means whenever somebody is called out. Ahmad, go to the well and fetch a bucket of water. This is to call out. And it is used in the beginning, it is used in between, and it is used in the end. Now, Mr. Ahmed, go to the well. Go to the well. Come on, Ali, open your book. Sleep and don't waste your time, Talal. These are the different cases. The only thing is that is to be focused. That is the use of punctuation. Uh, it is when it is beginning of a sentence. After it use punctuation is used. Whenever it in between, after and before, and wherever it is in the end, before it is used. This was all about the use of nouns, what are the different functions, what are the different functions in a sentence. The second lecture will be about the indications of a noun. Have a nice time. See you.